Hey guys, welcome to Mobile Camera Guide, helping you to learn filmmaking and photography on your mobile devices. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make YouTube videos on your phone. I'm going to be giving you guys the best tips and tricks for your iPhone or Android device. You can make amazing YouTube videos. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump right into it. And with that, I want to bring out something for you, which is this guy. This is a Canon 70D. And why am I showing you this? You can have all the fancy cameras and gimbals and get a studio and all those different things, but they don't matter. What really matters is that you bring good quality content. There are plenty of videos on YouTube of people who get millions of views and they're shooting with their cell phone or they're shooting with old cameras in standard definition because they can get all those views because people aren't really interested in the quality of the video. They're interested in the quality of the content presented. So when making YouTube videos, focus on the content and the story instead of putting all your focus on just the video and the quality aspects of it. Alright, so what I'm about to tell you guys is probably one of the most important things you need to know for making videos on your smartphone. And that is the lighting. If you fail on the lighting, it's going to completely destroy your video. The cameras on your smartphone are not good at low light whatsoever. So making sure that you have good lighting in wherever you're filming is probably one of the most important things to making videos. So what I'm going to do is show you my lighting setup so that way you can get a general idea of what you might want to do. Alright, so for my lighting setup, on the other side of the sheet, I've got this giant LED light. I picked this up at Menards for around $20. It's supposed to be like hanging from a ceiling, but I just have it laying up against the wall. The white LED lights are probably the best thing you want to go for. Try to stay away from light bulbs. It gives you a really warm look, but hey, if that's what you got, work with it. Just use the lights that you got. I also have a ring light here shining up against that. I picked that up off of eBay for, it was a while ago, I think around $30 to $60. I think it's a newer light. And then I've got two stands here just holding up this white sheet. And the reason I have the white sheet is it acts as a diffuser. Because if you just have the light going straight, it's really, really, really bright. Like that light back there can totally light up this whole entire room. So I put up the sheet to kind of block the light so that way it gives it a nice soft glow upon my face. So sometimes having the light directly on you, especially with iPhone cameras, they're very sensitive to light. That's what I'm filming on. Make sure to have like a sheet up so that way the light isn't so powerful on your face. But if you're on a budget and you can't go out and buy lights, just grab some lights from around the house. Just make sure you have a lot of good lighting inside the room that you're going to be filming in. So the next tip I have for you guys is if you want to make really good YouTube videos, you need to go to your app store and download Filmic Pro. What Filmic Pro does is if you go onto your regular device, whether it's an iPhone or an Android device, and you use the regular camera app, it's all going to be auto settings, which sometimes that can be a good thing, but it also can be a really bad thing, especially if you're wanting to get some really good footage. If you go and get Filmic Pro, what it does is it takes your camera and it gives it manual settings. You can, in simple terms, you can control the brightness, the color, how things look, how many frames per second, how high quality the footage is. So it really helps your videos get on that high quality level. The app is, however, around $10 to $15 on the App Store, which a lot of people, they're trying to go on a free budget and they don't really want to spend money. I think it's worth the $10 to $15. I'm sure you can find maybe another app on your App Store or the Play Store that has manual controls, but those manual controls make a huge difference to help make your video look high quality. So the next tip I want to give you guys is to check your audio. And right now I'm filming just on the iPhone SE's built-in microphone, which I think works kind of well, but if you're really looking for high quality audio, you might want to go for an external mic, something that just kind of plugs into the headphone jack of your phone. But what that's going to do is really improve the audio, especially if you're outside or in a public place, because the built-in microphone will either really stink on your phone, depending on maybe if you have a random Android device, but if you get an external mic, it'll help block out the other noise. So if you're in like the woods or something, you might pick up the crickets, you might get wind noise from wind blowing around into the camera. No one wants to listen to wind noise. So consider getting an external mic to plug into the headphone jack. Otherwise, if that doesn't work, maybe choose your location a little bit better. Make sure there's no wind noise. Make sure it's quiet around you. Because if you got other distractions going around the background, like construction and stuff like that, it's really going to affect the viewers who are watching your content. And then the next thing would be editing your video after you capture it, which it really doesn't matter which video editing software you use. For Apple, there's iMovie, there's Splice. If you're going on the Play Store, there is Power Director, Filmora, Premiere Clip. I mean, whichever device you go for, there's great editing software either way. And you don't need to go fancy. Just all you really need to do is just put the clips together, maybe add some text, and maybe background music, and that's about it. You don't need to go super fancy. Again, it's about your content. It's about the story, not really about all the fancy editing you can do. Focus on the content and the story. Just get a simple editor, put stuff together, maybe add some text, and then you should be good. And lastly, I want to give you guys a bonus tip. This is for people who really want to take their filmmaking on their cell phone to the next level. And that would be to subscribe to this channel. This channel is going to be full of tips and tricks to help you up your game with your smartphone. So if you're looking to make high quality YouTube videos, be sure to click that subscribe button. Well, that about wraps up today's video. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it, and we'll be seeing you in the next video.